Today I'm solving jewels and stones, and we're going to do this in C++. So we have a string for jewels, which is this one here, and it represents the type of stones that are jewels. So we have this string stones. It contains many characters, and some of them will appear in this other string, jewels. So this is how they explain this coding challenge. Each character in stones is a type of stone that you have. But they also say here that the string represents the type of stones that are jewels. So this is an example. Let's say jewels here has two different types of stones, lowercase a and capital A. They say here that the letters are case sensitive. Now, when we look at the full string of stones, we see that we have this, and then now we have another appearance of a jewel, which is this uppercase A. So in total, 3 stones here inside of this string are also jewels. In here, we have lowercase z as a jewel, but it doesn't appear in this list of stones. So we don't have any jewel inside of this stone string. So here we have to return 0. This is how you can solve this challenge in C++. At first, you create an array of integers of size 256, and you initialize everything inside of that array to 0. Now, the reason why I have 256 is because I'm basing myself on the ASCII value of every character. All the letters from the alphabets, lowercase and uppercase, have a decimal value between 0 and 255. This is the value that I want to return, the amount of jewel inside of the stone string. Now I can have this for loop, and at every iteration, I'm going to capture the character from that string at the current iteration, and I'm going to pass it as an index to my counter array. When you pass a character as an index, what you are passing is the ASCII decimal value for that character. And like I said, it's somewhere between 0 and 255. So wherever that is, that index, we're going to increment the value by 1. By the time this for loop is done, the corresponding indices inside of our counter array for these jewels characters are going to hold the number of occurrences for these characters inside of the counter array. Next up, I can loop through my stones array from start to finish. At every iteration, I'm going to check if the character that I'm at currently has a value above 0 inside of my counter array. If it has a value greater than 0, it means that it was incremented by this for loop, and this for loop only deals with jewels. So if the value here is above 0, it means that the current character is a jewel. In other words, the current stone is also a jewel. So I can increment the value of my amount integer by 1. When I'm done, I return amounts. Now let's run this solution code. We should be able to pass the test cases. We just did. So now let's submit for LeetCode, and we should be successful. So here we have 0 milliseconds, very fast, and we pass all the test cases. So that's it for jewels and stones. If you like my LeetCode solutions, please subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.